My sister smiled as she wished me Merry Christmas. Hours later, I discovered she had drained every penny from my account. $200,000 vanished overnight. But she made one fatal mistake. She underestimated who she was stealing from. The notification sound pierced through Christmas morning silence like a dagger. My phone buzzed with a bank alert I never expected to see. Account balance: $0. $200,000 gone. 7 years of building my tech consultancy, every late night, every sacrificed weekend, erased in a single transaction timestamped at 4:17 a.m. I didn't need to investigate. I knew exactly who had done this. My younger sister Emma sat across from me at the breakfast table, delicately sipping her mimosa, designer earrings catching the morning light. She looked up with those innocent green eyes and smiled. "Merry Christmas, big sister. Hope this year brings you everything you deserve." The irony wasn't lost on me. We hadn't always been enemies. Growing up, Emma was my shadow, following me everywhere, copying everything I did. When I learned piano, she begged for lessons. When I started coding at 15, she wanted to learn too. I taught her everything: programming languages, business strategy, even the importance of cybersecurity. I was proud to be her mentor, her protector. That pride became my downfall. When I launched my consultancy 3 years ago, Emma was my first hire. I trusted her with client communications, gave her administrative access to our systems, even shared my personal banking passwords for emergencies. She was family. Family doesn't betray family, right? The signs were subtle at first. Client complaints about delayed responses to emails Emma was supposed to handle. Strange charges on company cards she claimed were business expenses. My laptop running slower after she borrowed it for a quick project. I rationalized everything. Emma was young, learning, making honest mistakes. But honest mistakes don't require hidden surveillance software. I discovered the keylogger 3 weeks ago, buried deep in my system files. Emma had been recording every keystroke, every password, every confidential conversation for months. She'd mapped out my entire financial landscape like a predator studying prey. The morning of the theft, I sat in stunned silence, watching Emma butter her toast with surgical precision. She thought she'd outsmarted me. She thought I was just another mark in her elaborate con game. She was wrong. My first instinct was confrontation, but successful revenge requires patience, not passion. Instead, I smiled back and raised my coffee cup. "Merry Christmas to you too, Emma. This year is going to be unforgettable." While Emma celebrated her Christmas bonus, I began weaving the web that would destroy her. Using my backup systems Emma didn't know existed, I compiled irrefutable evidence. Server logs, IP addresses, timestamps, even screenshots of her accessing my accounts from her apartment. Everything legally admissible, everything pointing directly to her. That I hired a private investigator to monitor Emma's spending spree. Within days, she was flashing cash at exclusive boutiques, posting Instagram stories from 5-star restaurants, even putting a down payment on a luxury penthouse. Every purchase was another piece of evidence. Another year added to her eventual sentence. 2 weeks later, I called Emma with an irresistible offer. "I'm launching a new venture. High-profile clients, massive potential. I need someone I trust to handle the initial setup. Are you interested?" Greed trumped caution, just as I knew it would. Emma arrived at the downtown office building I'd specified, dressed in the designer outfit my money had bought her. She strutted through the lobby like she owned the world, completely unaware that world was about to collapse. The elevator doors opened to reveal not an empty office, but Detective Rodriguez and his partner, flanked by 2 FBI agents specializing in cybercrime. Emma's confident smile faltered as I stepped forward, holding a thick manila envelope. "Emma," I said calmly, "I'd like you to meet the people who'll be handling your case." Inside the envelope were bank records, security footage, chat logs, and witness statements from every business she'd defrauded using my stolen information. The investigation revealed Emma hadn't just stolen from me. She'd used my credentials to access client accounts, had been running elaborate phishing schemes, even sold confidential data to competitors. Her theft of my $200,000 was just the tip of the iceberg. As the handcuffs clicked around her wrists, Emma finally looked at me with something other than smug superiority. "You can't prove I did anything," she whispered desperately. I leaned closer, my voice barely audible above her panicked breathing. "Emma, you once told me you learned everything from watching me. You were right. Including how to plan 7 moves ahead." The elevator doors closed on her tear-stained face. Emma was sentenced to 8 years in federal prison. The court ordered full restitution, but her assets had already been frozen and seized. She lost everything: her freedom, her reputation, her future. And me. I rebuilt my company stronger than ever, implementing security protocols that turned my bitter experience into a competitive advantage. The insurance payout from Emma's crimes funded an expansion I'd only dreamed of before. Sometimes the best revenge isn't getting even. It's getting everything they thought they could take from you, plus interest. Emma taught me that trust is earned, not given. But I taught her something more valuable. Never underestimate the person who raised you to be everything you became.